Bem-vindo a mais uma história em nosso canal. Não se esqueça de curtir o vídeo e se inscrever para não perder nenhuma nova aventura. Na descrição do vídeo você encontra o link para um curso de inglês incrível. Comece hoje e estude no seu ritmo, onde quiser. Last summer, I went on my first big vacation. It was to Florida. I was so happy. I packed my clothes, my swimsuit, my sunglasses, and my camera. My mom and dad helped me. My little brother was also coming. His name is Max. He was excited too. We talked about the beach, the sun, and the fun. We took a plane from our city to Florida. It was my first time on a plane. I looked out the window. The clouds looked like big cotton candy. The plane ride was fast. We ate snacks and drank juice. Max played with his toy car. Mom read a book. Dad watched a movie. I just smiled. I was ready for my Florida vacation. When we got off the plane, the air was warm, the sun was bright. We picked up our bags and went to the hotel. It was big and had many rooms. Our room had 2 beds, a TV, and a small fridge. There was a balcony. From there, we could see the ocean. It was blue and beautiful. The next day, we went to the beach. I wore my red swimsuit. Max wore his green one. Mom put sunscreen on us. We built a big sandcastle. It had 4 towers and a door. Max made a moat with water. We laughed a lot. Then we swam in the sea. The water was cool and nice. Fish swam near our feet. I felt free and happy. After the beach, we walked on the boardwalk. We ate ice cream. I had chocolate. Max had strawberry. We saw a man playing guitar. A woman painted pictures. I got a small one. It showed a palm tree and the ocean. I put it in my bag. It was a perfect day. The next day, we went to an amusement park. There were many rides. I went on a roller coaster. It was fast and scary. Max rode a small train. He smiled a lot. We ate popcorn and hot dogs. We saw a show with dolphins. The dolphins jumped and made big splashes. One dolphin waved with its fin. I waved back. It was amazing. On Wednesday, we went to a zoo. I saw lions, monkeys, and giraffes. The lions were big and strong. The monkeys were funny. They jumped and made noises. Max liked the elephants. One elephant sprayed water with its trunk. We laughed. We took pictures. Mom bought us animal toys. I got a giraffe. Max got a lion. At night, we went to a seafood restaurant. I ate shrimp and rice. It was tasty. Dad had fish. Mom had crab. Max ate chicken nuggets. We talked and laughed. A man played music. He sang soft songs. The lights were warm and yellow. I felt calm and good. Thursday was a special day. We went on a boat. The boat had a glass floor. We could see under the water. I saw fish, plants, and rocks. I saw a sea turtle. It swam slowly. Max was excited. He pointed at everything. The boat ride was peaceful. The captain told stories. He talked about pirates and treasure. I imagined being a pirate. I would find gold and be kind to all. In the evening, we watched the sunset. The sky turned orange, pink, and purple. It was the most beautiful thing I ever saw. I held Max's hand. We sat on the sand. Mom and Dad sat behind us. I felt warm inside. The waves made soft sounds. I wanted to remember that moment forever. Friday was our shopping day. We went to a big mall. It had many stores. I bought a shirt with a dolphin on it. Max got a hat. It said Florida in blue letters. We ate at the food court. I had pizza. Max had a burger. Mom bought a necklace. Dad got new sunglasses. We were all happy. Later, we went to a museum. It had old things. There were bones of a big dinosaur. Max was scared, but I told him it was not real. He smiled. There were paintings too. One showed a ship on the sea. Another showed flowers. I liked the one with stars. It looked like the night sky. I thought of our beach night. On Saturday, we visited a small island. We took a short ferry ride. The island had palm trees and birds. We saw parrots. They were red, yellow, and green. One said, "Hello." Max laughed a lot. We walked on a trail. I saw a lizard. It ran fast. We had a picnic. Sandwiches, juice, and cookies. We sat under a tree. It was quiet and peaceful. We swam again. The water was clear. I saw shells on the sand. I picked up one. It was pink and white. I gave it to Mom. She smiled and hugged me. Max found a big shell. He wanted to keep it. We put it in a bag. It was our beach treasure. That night, we had a goodbye dinner. It was our last night in Florida. We went to a restaurant by the water. There were lights all around. They were like stars. We ate together. We talked about our favorite days. Max liked the zoo. I liked the beach. Mom liked the boat. Dad liked the food. We all liked the time together. Sunday came. It was time to go home. I felt a little sad. I did not want to leave. But I was happy too. I had many memories. I took pictures, shells, and my small painting. I hugged Max. He smiled and said, "Let's come back next year." I said yes. We went to the airport. We checked our bags. We waited for the plane. I looked at the blue sky. I remembered the sun, the waves, the dolphins, and the boat. I closed my eyes. I smiled. On the plane, Max slept. I looked out the window. Florida got smaller and smaller, but my memories got bigger and bigger. I thought of the sandcastle, the fish, the roller coaster, and the sea turtle. I felt lucky. My heart was full. At home, I told my friends about the trip. I showed them pictures. I showed them the shell and the painting. I told them about the dolphin show, the glass boat, and the sunset. They listened and asked questions. I was proud. I told them Florida was fun, warm, and beautiful. Every night, I looked at my painting. The palm tree and ocean reminded me of that week. I remembered the smell of salt, the taste of ice cream, and the sound of waves. Sometimes I closed my eyes and dreamed I was there again. One day, I wrote about my vacation for school. My teacher liked it. She said it was a good story. I smiled. I felt proud. I put my story in a folder. I wrote the title, My Vacation in Florida. I added stickers. I drew a sun and a boat. That vacation changed me. I learned new things. I saw new animals. I rode a roller coaster. I made a big sandcastle. I watched dolphins. I touched the sea. I had fun with my family. I made memories. I felt happy. Now, every time I see the ocean, I remember Florida. I remember the beach, the sky, and the sunsets. I remember Max's laugh, Mom's hugs, and Dad's jokes. I remember the boat and the sea turtle. And I know one day we will go again. Maybe next summer. Maybe next year. Florida is now part of me. My heart says thank you. Thank you for the sun. Thank you for the waves. Thank you for the joy. That was my vacation in Florida. It was the best vacation ever.